Hey guys, welcome in the studio. It's Monday and today we're actually going to film some videos for Wacom, and we'll also try to do the short intro videos for Boya and Professional Imaging and some of our upcoming tours. So join us in today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors, a video recording day. Now, I already showed you guys in Behind the Closed Doors some stuff about the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro. And today we're actually going to film this more professionally, so better sound and better lighting, and I try to get my story a little bit more in sync. So it will be a shorter video than the two combined, but I try to touch every subject I also did in Behind the Closed Doors, because this baby really deserves a good video review, and we're gonna do that today. So we set everything up. We're going to do this with one camera, and then later the second shots of the Wacom Cintiq and the keyboard and the accessories we're actually going to do with the same camera, but in a later time point, so we can edit those in. You can of course use multicam, but because we want to do different kinds of views, it's better to just do it with one camera and later edit this together. So Anouk, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Audio check, and then we're going to record this baby. You know those moments when you think about we're going to do a video and we're only going to do it for 10 minutes? There was so much I wanted to tell about the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro. I think we clocked in at about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. So this is going to be a long video, but I think it's very important that you get all the ins and outs of the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro, because it's not a cheap device, but it's an awesome device, and I want to do it justice when I do a review. So we just finished that one. We're now going to film, and what are we going to film for the New York video, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna
some
do
promotion for the New York video.
Yeah, we're gonna do some promotion for the New York video.
Something about our workshop in English on location.
Yes, New York, the
Also,
UK tour, and
UK.
the other one, Photoshop World.
Photoshop World, and we're gonna do something for the professional imaging.
Professional imaging, still a video, and I think then it's time for lunch. And actually, it's already
like 2.
Oh, it's already like 2, so late lunch. Anyway, so we're gonna record this. So, yeah, back to work. Hey, as you probably recognize from the background, I'm home. So we are having a late lunch, a very late lunch, and then I'm gonna edit Behind the Closed Doors because we're done for today. I do want to address some stuff. Like this morning I got an email from somebody and he said, well Frank, I want this product, can you do something with the price? And we get those emails a lot, and it's actually ridiculous. Like, let's say for example we sell you a flash bender, and the flash bender retails for 65 euros. Now if you buy 10, we can probably do something with the price, right? Or if you book a workshop and you buy a light blaster, or you book 3 workshops, we can actually do something with the price. But if you only want one product and you mail a company, stop asking can you do something with the price, because from a competitor's standpoint it would be ridiculous as a company to offer stuff online that's too expensive. So most companies nowadays with the internet will actually promote their products online for the lowest possible price. Now I know there are exceptions, but if you only need one product, don't ask for a discount. Even if you're Dutch, don't do that, because that really pisses me off, because we really try to keep the prices as low as possible. Now this was not about a flash bender, another product of us, and we really keep those prices low as possible, so don't ask for discounts, because we will really put it online if it could be any cheaper. The other thing that really upset me a little bit was a response I got on YouTube from a guy that actually let me do a test on the Wacom Mobile Cintiq Mobile Studio Pro with a ruler. And I don't want to bash the guy, because he doesn't deserve that, because he probably really means what he says, but I am not paid by Wacom to do these videos. Now, I'm incredibly enthusiastic about the Mobile Studio Pro, don't get me wrong. So it may seem like I have some interest with Wacom, but I have zero. I'm a Wacom ambassador, but I always tell people if they hire me as an ambassador, or they don't even hire you, they just give you the label ambassador and you can try their stuff. That's in short what mostly happens. If they want me as their ambassador, I'm 100% free. You could call me a loose cannon. I will tell you guys exactly what I think about a product. If I tell you guys the product is kick-ass awesome, trust me, it is. And if there's a problem with the product and they tell me, couldn't you just try to sugarcoat it? My answer would be absolutely not, because nobody will trust me anymore in the future. So this product is great. The parallax is great, the response of the stuff is great. It's just a great tablet. Now if you put a ruler on it and very slowly, and I mean incredibly slowly, you draw a straight line, the line is straight, but you see very, well, sort of jitter. If you do this on any other product, you will see exactly the same and much worse. Trust me, much worse. So my response was actually to the guy, I have exactly the same performance that you have, so you don't have to return your unit. It's not faulty. I think it has something to do with maybe the pixel configuration or whatever. But I think for a digital device, you can expect something like this. And let's be honest, who uses a ruler on a drawing tablet? And again, it's really, we're talking about absolutely nothing in performance-wise. So this morning I read all my comments like I do every morning, and I get like, yeah, I asked Frank many times to send me a result or proof, and he doesn't want to do it, so he's probably paid by Wacom. In short, that's what the post actually meant. And I'm not easily pissed off, but this really pissed me off, because I answer all your questions, guys, and you know this. If you put something in the comments below, I will always reply, and I will always try to be as honest as possible. So I sent the guy my results from the ruler test, and I hope I'm done with it. The reason I'm doing this in the vlog is not to bash the guy, that's what I already told you guys, but something way more important. Now, if a product is released for a price point like the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro or a camera or whatever product, a lot of people look online for reviews, and a lot of people will look online for problems with that product. Now in this case there is no problem. If you use a ruler, there is a very slight jitter if you zoom in on the lines, but they're straight, there's just a slight jitter. That's not a problem. But this can be blown up to be a problem, and I want to state at this moment in this vlog, and I hope that you can reference to this in the future, this could be something that people build on, and without knowing about it will actually hurt the reputation of a product, and that's, in my opinion, totally unfair, because the product is great, but there will be something in every product. If I look at my Sony a7R II, there is some stuff that I can do with that camera that's absolutely stunning, but I can also destroy the reputation of the camera by now stating very seriously, if I underexpose by 10 stops and I will try to push it up, there's a tremendous amount of noise and I lose detail. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could think that this is a terrible camera and that, for example, on a Canon or Nikon there's no problem at all. While in essence, if you do the same test on a Canon or Nikon, you probably can only overexpose or underexpose by 2 stops or 3 stops, and on the Sony by 7. So there's always something to find to destroy a product. Please don't do this. This is a great product. Don't try to find something and blow it up, because the Wacom Mobile Studio Pro really doesn't deserve this. And in all my reviews and all my statements, I'm incredibly honest. So trust me on this one. Okay, so this is behind the closed doors for today. I offended. I believe it's called that way. I normally never do this, but these two really hit a nerve with me. And I'm sorry for the guys. I didn't mean to bash you guys, but this is just something that, in general, well, I think a lot of people experience this. And, well, sometimes it's my vlog and I can say what I want, right? Okay, so I'm going to edit this video, put it online for you guys to enjoy. And I hope to see you soon again in video, because tomorrow we're gonna film some video for Boya, and we're also gonna show you that. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.